So, The Outsiders, Chapter 8. This picks up with Pony and Two-Bit still hanging out like they were at the end of Chapter 7. They just left from talking to Randy, and they're going to the hospital to visit Johnny and Dally. They get there, and they go to visit Johnny first, and they talk to Johnny, and he's in real bad shape. He knows he'll never walk again. The doctors told him that because he broke his back, and his life is even still in danger at this point. So Johnny's looking real bad. They talk for a minute. But then the nurse comes in and tells Johnny that his mom's there to see him, and he gets real fired up. He's like, don't let her in. She's never done anything for me. She's just going to complain and tell her how expensive this is all going to be. And he just gets kind of like really worked up and passes out from the exhaustion. And then Pony and Two-Bit leave the room. They go see Dally in another room, and they go in, and Dally's sitting up. He's feeling fine. He looks great. He's got some injuries, so he's still in the hospital, but he's like ready to leave. He feels fine. He asks Two-Bit to borrow his switchblade. He doesn't say why. He just says, hey, Two-Bit, can I borrow your switchblade? And Two-Bit gives it to him, no questions asked. He also says that he really is sad he's not going to be in the Rumble that night because, Dally loves a good fight, and that he's just really upset that he can't make it. Two-Bit and Pony then leave the hospital. They go in and they're walking home, and when they get back, they see Cherry Valance is waiting for them. So they talk to her for a minute. She really just tells Two-Bit that the Socs are okay with the Greasers' rules for the fight, which means no weapons, and just a couple other little rules like that. And then Two-Bit and Pony go to leave, but she says, no, Pony, let's talk for a minute. And they just start talking a little bit about Johnny and about Bob, and this is more conversation just leading to Pony's understanding that's been happening for a few chapters now, where he's really just starting to realize, that Cherry's statement back in chapter 2, things are rough all over, is really true. How we see him coming to terms with this statement in this conversation with Cherry is they have a little bit of a disagreement about like Bob and stuff. But then after that, when Ponyboy starts to walk away, Cherry says, "Hey Pony, can you see the sunsets real good from the west side?" And he says, "Yeah." And she says, "Yeah, you can see them real good from the east side too." This is a callback to their conversation back in, I think, chapter 3, where they both just talked about how much they liked sunsets. And this is her just bringing up something to Pony, like, remember, we're not that different. We both like sunsets. And Pony realizes it. He's like, yes, she's right. We're not that different. And he really looks at her for the first time. He points out she has green eyes. It's a very odd thing to point out, it seems like. There could be a few different reasons why he does it. I think it's just because he's really seeing her for her as an individual. It's not Cherry Valance the Soc, it's Cherry Valance the individual, the person. It's also interesting to point out that Pony also has green eyes, and he doesn't like his green eyes. At least he told us back in chapter 1 he doesn't like them. So maybe his views on that are changing. But yeah, that's that chapter.